when I got a hold of what's been around a long time is getting people into homeownership.
Yeah.
Man, it was exciting to give keys to people who they never dreamed of being able to get keys.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've been on radio in Vegas now for 9 years.
Yeah.
You know, I do several radio shows.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, CDL Cigar and Golf. We are here at the beautiful Tap in the Ash Cigar Lounge right here in downtown Las Vegas, owned by my good people, Mr. Melvin and Michelle Runless. Look, I got a special guest with me today, man. Real estate extraordinaire. Yeah, come on, man. I'm going to introduce you. If I'm going to introduce you, I'm going to introduce you, baby. Real estate extraordinaire right here. And just an all-around good dude, man. I got my big bro, man, Mr. Greg DeVille in the building, man. What's going on with you, champ?
Much love. I
Everything
sure appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the love.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely,
Yes,
man. I appreciate you joining me, man. It's been a long time coming, man. We've been talking about doing this interview, man. I appreciate you joining me, man. Big time.
Look, anytime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, man, absolutely. Absolutely. Easy. Look, man. Originally from Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Moved to South Central LA as a young kid.
Right.
Tell us about your upbringing between those two places, and how did they shape you as a man and into the community figure that we see right now?
Well, man, big shout out to Pops, man. May he rest in peace, man.
Yes,
Pops had me doing handyman skills around the real estate, so I grew up in this business. You know, it wasn't what I chose. It's what Pops kind of chose for me. And actually, I despised it when I was a kid.
Really?
I didn't like real estate. I didn't like home improvement. I didn't like none of that. But Pops was like, get your hands out your pocket, son. Get over here and learn something. I want to play with my friends.
That's right.
And Pops said,
That's right.
no, you was at your friend yesterday.
That's right.
My Pops said, you don't go to your friend every day. He said, them folks don't want to see you every day. Get over here and learn something.
That's right.
So that's how it began for me, man.
Yeah,
sure.
man. That's big, man. I know everybody has, different upbringings, right? Parents, different teaching styles and different raising styles. And, your parents are a lot like mine. Hey, man, get up off your shoulders, man. It's time to do something.
Exactly.
Sitting around the house in your tidy whiteys, man, watching cartoons all day ain't gonna get it done.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you got to get out there and get your hands dirty, man, sometimes, man. So that's big, man. I think, this generation now that we're talking about, of young kids that will eventually be our future leaders,
right?
They got to learn some of that, man, because it's we're a little leaky right now.
And I think it's our duty to expose them to stuff, man. I got some friends who got sons and they single moms, and so I tell them to let their son come work with me. I buy these West Side homes and I flip them. And so I let them come over and learn a little something, even if they look. It helps them to see how it goes. And move some dirt around.
That's right.
I'm a plumber by trade, but I'm a handyman by skill.
That's it.
I like plumbing out of all the work Pops had me doing. Plumbing was my thing. So we've been buying, flipping houses for over 40 years.
That's a beautiful thing.
And then I wanted to stop calling the realtors to put their sign in the yard. So of course in 2005 I got my real estate license. So I could put my own sign in the yard.
That's right.
And so we're having fun, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man.
Sure.
Look, man.
Sure.
Look, give folks a kind of sneak peek into your background in real estate. What really got you into the profession? I know you mentioned it a little bit, but kind of go in depth about what actually got you into the profession, and how long have you been in real estate?
So, man, look, a lot of people would find it hard to believe, but I didn't graduate high school, man. I got involved in the streets, man. I started doing. You know how it go, man. You in that field, and so got caught up in the street life and hanging with the homies and doing whatever. That's why I teased you earlier. I'm like, you gonna interview me, man? I used to run from the popos. Now I'm sitting being interviewed by the police himself. And so it's funny how the world turns.
That's right.
But again, Pops taught me how to fix stuff. I didn't want to do it. But as I got older and I got out of doing that time that I was facing, when I got out, I went to construction. That's what I knew.
Right to it.
I know nothing about computers. Computers was coming up. It was the new wave. But that wasn't my taste. I got back into the construction, man, and working with some contractors, building some remodels and some building houses. the pay got kind of funny with them. Like, you know, they waiting on the draw and just one thing after another kind of delay on the money.
That's right.
So I started my own little handyman business.
That's
you know,
right.
I knew how to do stuff, and what I didn't know, I could go read a book.
That's right.
You know, how to. DIY,
the book,
you know.
The book for dummies.
Right. That one. That one. I read that one.
Dummies.
That one. That's the one and so I would sit there, man, and people would hire me to do something, and I go watch how to do it if I wasn't sure. And then I go, man, look, it got so phenomenal back in LA, man. I did AC Green's house.
Oh, wow.
I did a Byron Scott's house.
Wow.
Did some Lakers. I don't know if many of you know Coach George Raveling. He was a USC coach.
Wow.
They all lived in the same community, Ladera Heights.
Wow. Well,
so that was my thing, man. Yeah, that was my neighborhood, man. And so a lot of black doctors, black professionals, they would hire me to, because they were old homes. You know, they're old homes. They always needed repair.
Yeah.
So I worked in Ladera for about 12 years, man. And then I moved to Vegas in 05, and I got my license. Well, I moved in 01. I got my license for real estate in 05. And it's been fun, man. It's been up here. I won't trade it in for nothing, man. I know people say, well, I do something different. I think every path that I took was beneficial to get here.
Absolutely.
Right? That's the way I'm looking at it.
Absolutely.
Because it was tough, but I believe it gave me some wisdom that I wouldn't have otherwise gotten.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel about that.
Look, that's big right there, man. Look, right here, man, CDL Cigar and Golf, man. I'm with the great DeVille right here, man. Real estate extraordinaire, man. Yeah, look, man, so a follow-up question to that, man, just to kind of put that all in perspective.
Yeah.
Why did you ultimately choose real estate over anything else that you could have done?
To understand, my father died when I was 18, and he left me real estate. He left me a house.
Yes.
And so it's been a passion of mine to see everybody get wealth through equity.
Yeah.
Because you're going to lay your head somewhere.
That's right.
You need some real estate.
That's right.
And so when I got a hold of what's been around a long time is getting people into homeownership, man, it was exciting to give keys to people who they never dreamed of being able to get keys. So, you know, I've been on radio in Vegas now for 9 years. Yeah. You know, I do several radio shows, teaching the community about creating generational wealth.
Yes.
And so when I learned that, man, the sky was the limit.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I want to do. I just want to continue to help people get their own house. And I tell people, even right now, to be honest with you, with this new administration, he's taking money that we got in the pot. And I'm trying to tell people, look, come get this money before your boy get this money.
Right.
You know, use it or lose it.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's important to me right now. And that's always been a passion, is improving the homes. And then, like I said, when I learned about the wealth through equity and creating generational wealth, I'm on it.
Absolutely.
I love it. It's my passion. Man. It's my
passion. Absolutely.
Sure.
Look, so as an entrepreneur, on the entrepreneur side of things, what ultimately inspired you to be an entrepreneur? What was your driving force to say, man, I'm tired of, I don't want to work for nobody, man. I want to do this for myself, man.
So I kind of alluded to it a moment ago when I told you the contractor, they had to wait for draws. So they would do the electrical in the house, then they'd get a draw. And so there were times they didn't get a draw, I didn't get paid. So I'm like, wait a minute. So I got my little truck, my little tools, and I got me some handyman cards made.
That's right.
You know, and I started going to Home Depot. You see people hanging out in front of Home Depot now? I started that.
You did that.
I started that. Right. I would hang out in front of Home Depot giving out my business card. If you in Home Depot, it was something about your home.
Yes.
I'm a handyman for the home.
That's it.
And so one lady said, I found your card on the floor in Home Depot. So I'd walk through and drop a couple on the floor. You know, I'm like, put them on the plumbing fixtures. And when I moved to Vegas, I worked for a painting company. And I hated being told what time to be to work, what time to take a break, what time to get off. And I'm like, yeah, never mind. And they were like, DeVille, you gonna quit? You make more than everybody, because I'm overqualified. Right. But it wasn't about the money. It was about, I was so used to working for myself for about 15 years already. So to go to work for somebody was hard. You know, I couldn't take it. So started my own thing, brother. And then, like I said, went fixing houses. And because I was calling the realtors, it'd take me 40 days to flip a house. They'd sell them in 3. They'd show up in a sport coat and a Mercedes and sell a house in 3 days that it took me 45 days or more to fix it. So I said, I'm gonna get me a sport coat and a Mercedes and a real estate license.
Hey man,
look,
And when you think about that, let's put that in perspective. You done spent all this time getting the house ready. And here come a dude in a sport coat and Mercedes. That's gonna make 10 times what you made in 72 hours. They took you 45 days.
Yeah, yeah. And so now I'm that guy who hangs my own sign in the yard.
That's right.
And so I just did a flip on the west side. I just got my sign a couple of days ago.
Yes.
It's a commercial residential, right? So I got one of those big signs that you can see easily.
Yeah.
But I love it, man. I'm having fun, helping families.
Yeah.
It's my passion.
Beautiful thing.
Yes.
Beautiful thing, man.
Yes.
Look, again, man, CDL Cigar and Golf, man. We right here with the great real estate mogul, Mr. Greg DeVille right here, right man. On, so leaning more toward the real estate side of things, when you looking at an ideal customer or an ideal person that you want to target, who are you really gearing your, I guess, your sales pitch toward? So
believe it or not, women are the 92% of buyers in our
consumers.
Exactly, exactly.
Period. Yeah.
Brothers, we take women out and we spend all our money, you know, show flowing and, you know,
doing dumb stuff.
Doing whatever, right?
Yeah, they call it tricking. They call it tricking.
Well, I'm not. You ain't tricking.
Keep it real.
He said it, I did.
It's tricking. It's tricking.
But at the end of the day, ladies stack their money.
Yeah, that's
you know.
That's real.
So the majority of buyers are women. And so when I go places, I'm targeting. I mean, I give it to brothers, but brothers are a little less reluctant to contact me.
Sure.
You know, unless they like really taking care of business. Now, family men, you know, most of the time it's the wife who will reach out.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And so, and then we just kind of follow suit with the wife.
Yeah.
You know, but just being able to get them keys, I'm enjoying the fact that when you do call me, sometimes I'm more excited than they are. You know, I'm more excited for you. Yeah. Because they're like, well, DeVille, I don't know, man. I'm maybe next year. And I'm like, why wait? Why keep paying dude's mortgage?
Absolutely.
And pay his principal down.
Absolutely.
And he's getting more equity out of the house. Yes. And then he sells it. Where you gonna go?
Where you gonna go?
Or to the landlord who goes up on the rent. Why did he go up? Because he can. But I'm giving you up to $25,000 down, no money down. All you gotta do is have a 622 years on the job. Wow. I'm like, so when I come up and I say, if I could sell your home with no money down, would you buy it? Most people say, yeah, well, hit me up, holla at me. Let me show you how to do it. And we're gonna walk you through the process. We'll walk you through the process. Veterans, if it's veterans out there, y'all need a mere 580 credit score. You know, 580 just means you pay some of your bills. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I can get you in a house. We appreciate your service, veterans. We do, man. Wow. But the VA backs your loan, so there's no reason why nobody should have a home. Yeah. You know, there's about 15,000 realtors, right? In just Nevada. Right? Yeah. And so we want to understand. Not everybody do what I do. Right. Some people chasing money. I'm not chasing money, baby. I'm chasing the dream. If I get you the dream, there's a paycheck behind the dream. Come on, man. You feel me? And then you're going to tell other people. I've been in business so long because I keep sharing love. Yes. A lot of my realtor friends are chasing the money. Yeah, well, I want $1 million house. I sell 3 in a month, 1.6 million. So why chase 1 million? I might do 3. I got one right now for $775. I got one. Day in escrow. She had 305. She's coming from New York. Wow. She found a little 2-bedroom house. She's 73 years old. $300,000. Now, guess what? She just is happy to come to Vegas. Wow. And she said, Mr. DeVille, you gonna help me with this little 300? I'm gonna help you, ma'am. Absolutely. Because you reached out to me. Did you contact me? I'm gonna contact you back. Wow. We're gonna connect, and because it doesn't matter about money. Right. Longevity people do things so that we can continue in business. Yeah. People that chase money, we just trying to get. We just chasing the bag. Quick buck. Chasing the bag.
Look, look, man, y'all know what it is, man. CDL Cigar and Golf, we out here. Smoking Bullet Cigars. Man, you see Vegas in the background, man. Allegiant Stadium. We looking down the whole strip right now, man. It's our city, man. CDL Cigar and Golf, Smoking Bullet Cigars. What more do you want? It's nothing else you can want, man. Let's get it. In any profession where you're helping somebody, chasing money will never get you anywhere when you're chasing bread.
So if you're chasing money, money runs faster. Money runs
much faster than you.
And he can get away from you too.
Yeah, it gets away from you.
Get in your pocket, and next thing you know, like I just
money is a rabbit. Money is a rabbit.
Yeah.
Don't bother chasing it, man.
Yeah, right.
Don't bother chasing it, man. If you're patient, it comes to you.
Yeah.
You Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
no
like
doubt.
that.
That's where
I
I'm
like
at.
that.
That's where I'm
I
at.
like
So
that,
we
man.
we continue to put the word out, and I appreciate you for this platform.
Yes, sir.
To put
Yes,
the word
sir.
out. I just want to help as many as I can. Many of that'll contact me.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm here to help. Shout out to Team DeVille, man.
Yeah.
I've been a broker now for the past since 2016. Just about 10 years now. I've been a broker, owning my own company. We managed to build the largest black real estate firm in the state of Nevada. Glory to God. It's been great. We've been having fun. Yeah, it's been. Now there's other black brokerages. I just have the largest team.
Absolutely.
And so it's fun, man. It's fun, and it's for people like you who open a platform,
Yes, sir.
to continue to share for people this information.
Yes, sir.
You know, so
Yes, sir.
again, man, I appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you, man, coming to even share your story, man, and share how, especially, man, us as black folks, man, I can't stress enough. I've been fortunate enough to own 3 homes, and owning a home and being a home owner, being able to get a piece of mail in the mail, and your name is on the mortgage.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling than that. Knowing that at the end of the year you can write that off.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate feeling. Now the sacrifice, oh man, I gotta pay a mortgage. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta have a down payment. I gotta do this. But no, the real reward is knowing that it's yours.
It's yours. That's right.
And you can do what you want with it. 3 years, sell it and I'll get the equity out of it.
Yep.
It's a money maker.
The other thing people can do is they could do a home equity line of credit. I just had a client been hearing my show for a minute. They contacted me. They took $80,000 out of their house. They spent $20 to pay down some credit cards. They took the other $60 and bought a house in Henderson with a pool.
Come on, man.
The balcony over. I swear you could dive off the balcony into the pool.
Come on, man.
But he did it with having a house, using the equity in the house.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want to teach people. You could own a house, but that's not your dream home.
Yeah.
Use that equity to get your next home.
Absolutely.
Right? But you got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
That's it, man.
Wow.
That's
wow. Look, man, CDL Cigar and Golf, man. I'm the guy, Donnell Thomas. I'm here with the great real estate mogul, Mr. Greg DeVille, man, right here at the beautiful Tapping Ass Cigar Lounge, man.
Yes.
Look, so outside of the real estate realm, which, I mean, is a very, very broad spectrum in and of itself.
Yes.
You provide other services, man. Let the
do.
people know what else you provide.
I do.
Man.
So owning my home, going on 10 years.
Yes.
In fact, I bought my home the same year I started DeVille Realty. It was a great year, 2016.
Yes.
Now, because I put solar on my home, I incorporated solar with my real estate.
Yes.
I haven't paid a power bill in 2 years.
Big.
You feel me?
Big.
I got $15,000 tax credit. So I'm living off the energy, renewable energy, right? So every time the sun shines, I'm smiling. Right? Because I'm getting this energy light me up, and I got 3,000 square foot, 6-bedroom house.
Come on now.
You feel me?
Come on now.
And I don't pay $269 a month.
Wow.
Year round, doesn't matter. And I'm paying just to buy the panels. I'm not paying for energy.
Right.
They pay me for energy because I'm producing more than I need. And so that's my other thing that I'm doing.
Wow.
And then I have the yacht club, I have a 32-foot cabin cruiser boat in the marina that I charter during the summertime.
Gotta
so,
get out some. Gotta get out and do some fishing with you,
yeah. Well, we don't just
talking
fish.
about it. We
don't just fish. So the yacht cruise that I do, we go out around the lake.
Yes.
It's a 5-hour cruise. We go around the Hoover Dam,
Yes.
Lake Hemingway,
That's right.
Lake Mead.
Yes.
And then we boat and we park and we beach it for a while. And it's fun. So it's a 5-hour charter that I do too.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So
Absolutely, man.
it's all my little projects I got going.
Man, beautiful thing.
For sure.
Beautiful thing. So, what are some words of inspirations you can offer to young people, young up and comers that really don't know what it is they want to do with their life just yet?
Okay.
What are words of inspiration that you can provide them and some young folks that are already in the business or in entrepreneurship or that are realtors already. What are some words of inspiration and advice you can offer them?
There would be 2 things. First, chase your passion.
That's right.
Whatever your passion is, man. Passion will keep you when money ain't coming in.
Come on, man.
Because I love what I do. Some days a deal will fall left and I don't get paid for it. And I just, I get up, get the bootstraps. We're going to go find some new buyers. We're going to find some new sellers because we sell homes as well as help buyers, right? The other thing about, the entrepreneurship is whatever that passion is, and don't give up. Because it's going to be a whole lot. It's much easier to throw in the towel, give up, and say, man, I'm going to just go get a job. It is. It's much easier.
Yeah, no doubt.
I've been in business for myself over 42 years.
Wow.
I'm 60 years old.
Wow.
And I've felt like quitting, but in me says you can't do it because that's the easy way out.
That's right.
And so I would encourage anybody, restructure what you're doing. You feel me? Now, there's nothing wrong with getting a job and still chasing your dream, but just keep chasing the dream.
That's right.
Right? Because nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream.
Nothing but
So at the end of the day, whatever your passion is, brother, chase that thing. It's gonna happen, man. They talk about what I see a lot of entrepreneurs do is they're secret agents. Yeah. And you're not talking about what you do. How do people know what you do? Wow. That's why I'm on radio everywhere. I'm on billboards. I'm on a news channel. Wow. I'm everywhere. I'm on the news for a good reason, though.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Absolutely.
We were laughing about your interview. I told my uncle, I said, I got a Metro police officer asking to interview me. I say, but it's not for criminal behavior.
That's right.
He's not asking me what was at 10 o'clock last night, you know. I say, well, we're talking about what we're doing in the community.
That's right.
Right? And so whatever it is, your passion, chase that thing, man, wholeheartedly. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. In fact, if people talking against what you're doing, change your sphere of influence. Yeah, change your network. Change your network.
It shouldn't be in your circle at all, man.
Absolutely.
Look,
absolutely.
CDL Cigar and Golf, man, right here at the beautiful Tapping Ash, man. I got the great Mr. Greg DeVille in the building. Look, throw all of your socials out there, websites, where everybody can find you. Let them know where they can find the DeVille team.
So, Greg DeVille on YouTube, just YouTube Greg DeVille. Yes. Greg DeVille on Facebook, Greg DeVille on IG. So it's Greg DeVille all over. Yes. Greg DeVille, www.gregdeville.com.
Yes, sir.
Everything's just Greg DeVille.
That's right.
Keep it simple.
That's right.
Right? And so whatever platform you like, go to my, and you know, all my recordings that I do for my radio shows and talk shows.
Yes. Where can they
they're
find
at
your
YouTube.
Radio show?
Yeah. So I'm at 88.1 every second and fourth Saturday at 11 a.m. following the Dr. Lawrence Weekly show.
Shout out Lawrence.
Shout out Dr. Weekly.
Yeah.
And I'm every Wednesday at 12 noon at Hot 702.5 FM.
Yes, indeed.
We're doing our talk show there as well. And you all see me on Facebook. Of course, I'm doing some Facebook stuff.
Yes.
And so that's me. That's me. GregDeVille.com.
There it is, man. Look. CDL Cigar and Golf, man. Scott Donnell Thomas, man. I'm with the great Greg DeVille right here, man. We appreciate you for your time, big bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Man. Much love, baby. For sure.
Ownership is the key, man.
That's
Ownership, man. CDL Cigar and Golf, man. We appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate
Peace
you.
And love.
One love.